My name is Kylo Ren, and I want you to come to the dark side. Should I listen to Kylo Ren, or should I listen to BB-8? Wait, do you guys even understand what he said? Well, lucky for you all, I'm a little bit fluent in how to speak droid, but basically what BB-8 was saying is that I shouldn't join the dark side, and I should understand how to use the Jedi code by using positive action concepts. Now you may be wondering, Jedi Master Alexis, what's the Jedi code? Well, I'm really glad you asked. Basically, there are kind of 5 key components to the Jedi code. So I'm going to go ahead and list them, and then we're going to break them down on how we can use positive action to become a Jedi. The 5 parts of the Jedi code are: there is no emotion, there is peace; there is no ignorance, there is knowledge; there is no passion, there is serenity; there is no chaos, there is harmony; and there is no death, there is the Force. You might be wondering what all this means, but basically all Jedis follow these 5 parts of the Jedi code. And lucky for you all, we already do something that's like the Jedi code. It's called positive action. So now I'm going to break down each part of the Jedi code and how you can use positive action to become a Jedi. So the first part of the Jedi code is: there is no emotion, there's peace. So let me make something very clear. This isn't saying that you're not allowed to have emotions, right? Because that would be crazy. But it is saying that you shouldn't let your emotions get to the point where they overwhelm you. So if you really want to become a Jedi, you can use coping mechanisms which we teach through positive action, such as breathing techniques, distancing yourself from the situation that's bothering you, letting yourself calm down and letting the anger flow out of your body. You can even do things such as meditation and yoga, because negative emotions is what takes you to the dark side. So we don't want to do that. The next part of the Jedi code is: there is no ignorance, there is knowledge. So what this is talking about is if you want to be a Jedi, you have to be willing to learn. Obviously, you can learn things from school about like science, history, and math, but really this is kind of talking about learning about yourself, self-discovery and self-truth. So you want to be able to reflect on things that make you good, things that make you bad, and things that you probably could improve on. Because I guarantee you, if you want to be a Jedi, you're going to want to be the best of the best. And to do that, you're going to have those hard reflections of yourself and those hard conversations with yourself and learning how to improve yourself. So always, always, always be willing to learn about yourself. The third part of the Jedi code is: there is no passion, there is serenity. Now this one's a little bit more complicated, because it's not saying you can't necessarily be passionate about things, because Jedis are passionate about helping people. They're passionate about saving the day. But you don't want to be passionate about your negatives, right? So a lot of people tend to fixate on the negatives, like all they think about are their insecurities, the things that make them upset, the grudges they have about people. We don't want to be passionate about those things, okay? We want to be serene. We want to be calm about things. So instead of viewing the glass as half empty, try viewing it as half full. The fourth part of the Jedi code is: there is no chaos, there is harmony. So one thing that is really cool about Jedis is they don't seek to destroy things or make things. They seek to balance what is already there. So this is a little bit of a deeper concept, because you're never going to be able to get rid of all the negatives in life, right? There's always going to be something that's bothering you. There's always going to be that person, and there's always going to be that insecurity, right? But through positive action and learning about yourself and how to treat others and just having a sense of calmness throughout you and harmony, you'll learn how to be able to balance those things. Especially when you're an adult and things get stressful, it's better to learn now how to take those negatives and just learn to deal with them. There has to be a balance, and if you want to be a Jedi, you're going to have to learn it. The fifth and final part of the Jedi code is: there is no death, there is the Force. So if you do all these codes and steps by using the positive action concepts that I briefly talked about, you will be a force to be reckoned with, okay? And one thing that is really, really cool about the Force is that even when you die, and even when you're long gone, right, the Force is still there. So your positivity and the way you impacted people and the way that you changed lives, that's still going to be there, okay? So like, even 100 years from now, the impact you made on, even if it's one person, it's still going to be there, just like the Force is always there. So, to recap, there are 5 parts of the Jedi Code, being there is no emotion, there is peace, there is no ignorance, there is knowledge, there is no passion, there is serenity, there is no chaos, there is harmony, and there is no death, there is the Force. And really the best way, here's a secret, the best way to become a Jedi Master like myself is to use those positive action concepts, because they're quite literally the same as the Jedi Code, so you really already have an advantage, right? So use those positive action concepts. It's Star Wars week. Become a Jedi, train and prove yourself, and be ready to make a difference, because that's what you all are going to do.